Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's matchup. First district game tonight here between the Everman Bulldogs and your Southwest Raiders. Everman get the tip. Now dishing it out on the top. Harley Clark out to the left. Now to the corner here. Trinity Mitchell now into the paint. Throws one up, and Southwest comes down with the rebound. Quick starts this. Renaya Lewis was the standout star in last game, and they're making an impact here. Tantra Shockley with that first two to get the Raiders on the board. Now they're gonna throw one up, and it looks like the Raiders are gonna come back with this one. Not too quickly, the Bulldogs back out for three. And Janaya Odom with the rebound. A lot faster pace than the JV game we saw earlier. She kind of loses it, and on a little bit of miscommunication there, but they're going to hold on to it, trying to trap them in the corner, and it works to perfection. Everman down, a fast break, 2-on-1, drives to the basket. And after the rebound and another shot, Southwest just trying to get the ball out of there, and the Bulldogs going to pressure them and keep possession of it. Now gonna find one open, but Southwest with it again. Janaya Odom rushing it a little bit, and she has 2 turnovers already in the first 2 minutes. Harley Clark, the sophomore star, now a little wide open. They're gonna dish it back out to Clark. Clark finds girl in the paint, throws one up, dribbles around the rim and in. Glenn with their first basket of the game, and they're gonna get a turnover, throw it right back up. And Janaya Odom with the rebound, just trying to get the ball out, pressured. And the Bulldogs gonna take full advantage of that. Harley Clark gets 2 of her own. And just trying to get the ball out of their own half court. A lot of pressure here from the Raiders, or from the Bulldogs. Now Bulldogs scrambling around, finds a girl open, but they can't connect. Sub comes in now for Everman as Sierra bounces in for Melissa. Janaya able to get through the trap. Tries to find Kiana Hall. That one's gonna sail out of bounds. Harley Clark coming down with it. Really gonna be the stadium player. Trying to be, and this one's taken back the other way. Tries to get a good move, and they're gonna lose it here. The Bulldogs pressuring it back, the fast break, throws another one up. And off the rebound, Kiana Hall trying to make up for it. They can get possession here off the jump ball. And a mental mistake there from Shockley. She jumps the line a little bit and gonna turn over the ball. And it's not what you wanna do. You gotta kill this Bulldog momentum before it gets started if you wanna be close in this one. Now to the corner, this one's pressured, but the Bulldogs gonna keep hold of it. Now to the corner, the shot for 3. And Janaya Odom with the rebound, weaves through a defender. Now passing it through. Still out to the corner, pressure, trying to find someone. And that's gonna be 5-second violation. right back to the Bulldogs. Shockley struggled here tonight already. See if she can turn that around. 2 subs bounce in for the Bulldogs, Dangerfield and Hicks. Check in. Now Dangerfield at the point. Tries to throw a nice pass, but that one's broken up by the Raiders. Still at the top of the key here, Dangerfield. Guarded by Shockley. She's going to pressure in, drives to the paint, throws one up, bounces around in Dangerfield with 2. Bulldogs out to a quick 6-2 lead with 4 minutes left in the first. Now throwing another one up, and this one's starting to get a little out of hand. Janiyah pressured, and that's going to be a foul. First one on the night for Dangerfield. And with that, Larissa's going to check out of the game. And Trinity Mitchell will check in. A lot of depth on this Bulldog bench. Nice little crossover by Janiyah. But she leaves the ball out. She has to pick up her dribble, and now she's got to find someone. Shockley now with it in the corner, and she's going to lose it. The Bulldogs riding this momentum. Already out to an 8-2 lead, and that's a big one here in women's basketball. Now able to beat the trap. Good ball movement there, but it's not going to work out in their favor as the Raiders have some standout defense there to get them the ball. Now playing in the full court press, just trying to avoid the trap here, and a little frustrated there. Picks up her dribble for the pass. And a travel was called. Took a few steps after that. Harley Clark with the ball out to Alvarez, back to Clark. Out to Alvarez from the corner, shot for 3, just not enough on it. And we're back the other way. Dana Stewart trying to outrun the Bulldogs, throws one up, and that one's knocked out, but they're gonna inbound this one. It's not gonna come out to be that big of a cost for the Raiders. Shockley to inbound. And now under the basket, throws one up, and she's fouled. It's gonna send her to the line, Kiana Hall. That foul gonna be on Melissa Gutierrez, her first foul, and the second team foul for Everman. The first one by Kiana Hall can't get it to go. Now Larissa and Melissa, Larissa and Melissa check out of this one. And some new fresh pair of legs gonna jump into this one. Now right after the rebound, jump ball called, this time for the Bulldogs. And unlike the Bulldogs who've been pressuring even from the very beginning, Southwest has kind of laid off of it. Now here with a fast break, throws up a layup. We're gonna have a foul. That one's gonna be against Kaylee Hicks. And now just trying to beat the clock in, and it's not gonna happen. That's twice that's happened in the first quarter alone. Everman playing some great defense to the point where the Lady Raiders are struggling to even inbound it. There, a shot from mid-range, and Hall with the rebound. A bad pass, gonna turn it back over to the Bulldogs, and Alvarez isn't gonna make the same mistake twice. She gets that one. Now trying to avoid a trap. Just trying to beat the 8-second timer. The coach is going to call a much-needed timeout to try to slow down this momentum as much as they can. It's just a 30-second timeout, but it's going to be an important one. Doesn't seem like it's mattering all that much, but Everman is 1-4 while on the road, looking to make that 2-4 tonight with how this game has been playing out. Southwest 2-2, they kind of split, and it's a big statement game. Everman went undefeated last year in district, 14-0. Unfortunately, lost in the first round against Aledo in a close one, but they lost that one 55-40. But really trying to make a statement year again, and it's starting to play out like it already here in the first. Janiyah to inbound this time. This is something you don't really see often. Now struggling, trying to find someone again, and that one's taken right back to the hoop. Alvarez with 6 of the Bulldogs' 12 already. Tries to get a steal there, but Renaya is gonna throw this one directly intercepted. They're back the other way, and that one's broken up by Janiyah Odom. And they're gonna keep hold of this one. Now Everman kind of relieving their pressure. It's only gonna guard him at half court. Nice little move there, but she's gonna lose it in transition. And now to the hoop, throws one up, and she's fouled on the way up. Direct contact right there from Denisha Stewart. And that's her first. It should be noted that Southwest is without a key component to their starting lineup. Key component who gets a lot of rebounds too, so it doesn't seem like it's playing that much of an effect into this one, but I mean, it should be noted. Renaya just trying to pick it up off the ground at this point. Throws a bullet to Janiyah, but that one's picked off, taken to the basket. And contact underneath the rim is going to lead to a jump ball. This time, Southwest is going to get possession of it. There's a couple subs bounce in for the Bulldogs. Denisha Stewart picks up her dribble and is immediately turns over the ball. Dangerfield to the basket, throws it up, and she's got the easy layup for 2 more. She's got 4 already in the first 7 minutes of the game, and she hasn't even played all 7 of them. Now this one taken back to the basket. Larissa throws it up, and that one is good. And you can feel the frustration here from the Raiders offense. That one picked off. A lazy attempt at a pass, and right back to it. Larissa gets 4 points in the span of 18 seconds. And now taking a 30-second timeout, trying to slow this down. That's both of their 30s. They still have 1 more 30 left and then 2 fulls for the rest of this game. And it's only the first quarter. And this is looking a lot like last year. Last year, Southwest December 13th lost this one 74-22. And then whenever they faced them the second time around, lost 75-11. That time on the road. So really looking like the same pattern here tonight. Larissa, who's normally been on the point side of things, draws her first foul. Now back around, Shockley trying to make a move and loses it once again on the ground. They can get rid of it. And moving back the other way, tries to find it in the corner. Dangerfield out to the top of the key. They're gonna dribble this one out, try to take one last shot. Harley Clark, the sophomore, now down with 10 seconds left. Larissa out to Dangerfield, throws up a mid-ranger, and she's got that one. And that's gonna do it for the first quarter. Dangerfield with 6, as through 1 quarter of play, the Everman Bulldogs have jumped out to a huge 20-2 lead. And this team has just been dominating. You really can't tell from their record, but just knowing how they've played before in the past, it's a fairly young team. The team had been here last year, most of the same roster as well. So now bouncing in with the same roster, same coach, getting that experience, getting that, being able to play with the same roster, get familiar with all these teammates. It's really helping them out. And it really showed through their results, trying to make it past the by-district round after winning district, undefeated 14-0. Everman's record coming out of this one was 5-7, sub 500. But already looking to change that tonight. Now back out to Alvarez at the top of the key, tries to drive in, but she's gonna lose it. Janiyah Odom picks it up, and she's got a target on the back of her back. And she's able to get 2 more for the Raiders. Picks up the dribble, and this one knocked out. And the Raiders quickly turning things around. And bringing the sub before they inbound the ball real quick. Shockley trying to avoid the trap. Back out to Janiyah. Now Renaya from 3 throws it up. And Everman with the rebound. Melissa Gutierrez comes down with it. Dangerfield now with it. Out to, they throw one up. And that one's out of bounds. And with that, Dangerfield's gonna check out of the game. She is the leading scorer for Everman with 6. Janiyah to Shockley, immediately met with pressure. Trying to drive further into the paint. Throws one up. Fouled on the way, and she's going to meet the line for the second time tonight. The foul going to be on Sierra Sibley. Her first coming off the bench. Kiana Hall currently now over 3 from the line. And when it looked like they were first, going to take out Sibley for that first foul. Things are changing around. Everman just trying to get out of it now. Southwest providing the press. but they're going to easily weave their way through this, puts one up to the basket, and Janaya comes back down with it. Being fairly rushed here, Renaya throws it like a baseball out to Janaya, and they're going to lose it. Now back the other way. Sierra throws one up, and that one's blocked by Renaya Lewis, but that's still going to send her to the line. Great effort there from the Raiders not to give up. But Sierra now to the line for 2. First one's not good. Now a couple of subs gonna bounce into it. Harley Clark, the sophomore, and Jardon Wilson, the junior, jumping in. She gets the second one, and that one's good. Now, look like they have avoided a quick penalty here, which should have been a tech for 6 on the court. They can get away with it, and now back the other way, throws up a nice hook shot. Everman with the rebound, and Kaylee Hicks with the putback. Shockley guarded heavily, and Everman's gonna force the jump ball. And although Southwest is gonna keep it possession, is gonna switch to the Bulldogs. Now back to Shockley, and she can't get back to it. Out of bounds. Everman to inbound. Now a little bit of motion underneath the basket. She's going to throw one up around the rim and in. Count it. Melissa Gutierrez. 2 on the board. And Janaya can't connect with that one. Rolls its way across the line. And Everman sets up underneath the basket. Now from the corner, the 3. Nothing but net. Harley Clark tacks on 3 more. Giant Odom, that one's tipped out, but they're going to hold on to it. Avoids the backcourt violation due to the tip. Now she's going to decide to dribble this one out close to the basket. Met with pressure. This one's knocked out. Going to give Everman some time to adjust. Now inbound it and thrown way out. This one's taken back and fouled. A long foul called by the referee in the trail position. And that one's on Janaya Odom. Her first. She's been limited to 2. The top leading scorers for this game, or for all the season games, normally have been Renaya Lewis and Janaya Odom. But this time, Renaya is limited. She hasn't gotten a single basket so far. Janaya limited to just 1. And Kaylee Hicks nails both. Now trying to get out of this pressure. Janaya drives to the corner of her right side. This one's taken back. And trying to save it there is Harley Clark. And although it's good effort, it wasn't enough to save it. Everman really utilizing their depth of this bench tonight. A lot of subs checking in. Almost too many, as they almost had 6 men on the court. This would have resulted in a tech. Now trying to go to the paint. This one's kind of overthrown a little bit. Heaven Hill saves it back out to Janaya. Heaven Hill in the paint. She's going to throw one up from mid-range. And Everman with the rebound. Throws up a big lob pass. And now trying to go to the basket. Yana not able to set her feet. Can result in a blocking foul. Now wide open, and they ain't able to capitalize it. And Yana, another mistake, as that one trails off her fingers and out of bounds. Everman up 30-4 here in the second quarter. 4:43 left to play before halftime, and we take a break. This one out, and Janaya comes back down with it. Changes her pivot foot. She's going to get through with it. Not before it's tipped out. Great defense there from Sierra Sibley, who's been all over Janaya tonight. Now screams of frustration. They're trying to find someone open. Not a lot of communication here, and this one sails deep. Can't touch it because of backcourt violation. And they're going to throw this one up. And Heaven Hill with the rebound out to Renaya. Tries to throw one across. That one's tipped. And she tries to throw it all the way down to Alvarez. Trying to cherry pick a little bit, but rushes the process and travels before she can get that one out. Yana with it out to Janaya, who throws it to a defender. This one taken back, drives to the paint, and in. Sierra Sibley. Two more. Raiders trying to get anything going here, trying to stop this lead. And some contact there, but they're going to let it play. Give the ball to Shockley as she looks to inbound once again. Now swings it around, shot for three. And fighting over the basket, the Raiders throw one up, and that one finally finds the basket. Kiana Hall with two. This one dribbling in. She's going to find a Bulldog wide open underneath the basket. Jaron Wilson, the center, for two. Now driving back the other way. Fouled on the way up. Alvarez finds the basket again. She's having a night. On the brink of a double-double. If she's able to get this one and one more. And that one's good. Renaya guarded heavily by Larissa. And now up to the top of the key. Janaya is going to lose that one again. Throws one up and fouled to the basket. And it's going to send her for two. Janaya Odom with her second foul of the game, only in the second quarter. 2:48 left to play. And with this, no good, but she's able to get this second one. Yana Alvarez will have herself a double-double. For the rebounds and points. And that does it. 10 points, 11 rebounds. Driving by, throws one up, and that one's taken back away by Trinity Mitchell. Now driving to the hoop. No good, but underneath the basket, there's some contact there. And they're going to call it a jump ball. Everman taking advantage of this one. They have forced a lot of jump balls here. More than the average game. And this one finds its hands. This one finds it into the hands of Janaya Odom. Down. And this one taken right back again. Not able to capitalize, however, out to the corner. And Renaya pushes to the outside, drives to the basket. And with that, jump ball is called once again. This time the Raiders are going to keep it. Looking to just get to double digits for half. It's going to struggle. That foul going to be on Larissa again. She has 2. Shockley to inbound. The play read perfectly by Everman, but they're still able to get it in. This one right through the hands of Renaya Lewis. And Yana is going to bounce out of this one. Pivoting here, she tries to find someone, able to beat the 5-second timer, but it's going to be out to the Bulldogs. Driving to the basket, throws one up off the rim and out. 3 tries, but this time, third time a charm does not work itself out. But it doesn't matter as it's taken right back by the Bulldogs. Driving to the basket and the put back. It's going to be taken away. Shockley with it. And now she's got an opportunity. It takes too long with it as the defense responds, taking it back. Throws another one up. And we're right back to the same situation. Shockley now with it, trying to find someone while she's in the paint. And this one taken right back. And that's a quick and easy call. Jump ball by the officials. That one is going to Everman. Under a minute left to play here in the first half. Everman out to a big 38-6 lead. You're watching FW Southwest Athletics here on YouTube. Now out to the corner, drives in once again, puts up the jumper. That one's good. Harley Clark with 6 on the night. Raiders with 10 seconds left to respond here before halftime, before they make some much-needed adjustments. If they even want to make this one remotely close. Now to the top. Travel as she moves her pivot foot. And with 6 seconds left to go, Raiders are playing way back. The inbound. Drives to the basket and tries to put one up. And that's going to give them 0.2 seconds to go before halftime to do anything. I don't know if you can do anything with this amount of time. They're going to say they got it off, but it won't matter. Still would have find someone open in that amount of time and get a shot off. That's insane. After the first quarter of play, Everman Bulldogs jump out to a big 40-6 lead after 16. We'll be back right after half. Don't go anywhere.